Hello, here I have a laptop charger, and the owner tried to fix this power cord with some tape, and it's ugly. So now I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So first of all, I'm going to try to remove this tape. Probably I'm going to cut the cord, peel the insulation off and solder it, cover it with some heat shrink. I don't know what happened here and why they tried to fix this way. They didn't do it that bad because it still works. It's disgusting. So it looks like it's some coax cable. They are a bit harder to fix, but it can be done. Now, whatever it is that you want to do in this life, usually you need some tools. Like this. I'm a bit scared, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut here and here. This is going to go away. Peel a little bit from the insulation off. With better tools, you can make more things. You see, this is what I just lost from the outer part from the coax. So I'm going to cut again. This time be more gentle. Only want to cut the insulation, nothing more. You know, it's important to have good tools. Tools are sometimes expensive, but they're worth it. Because you pay once for them, and then you can use them many times. Now this is something better. This is the outer part from the coax. I'm going to put it all in one side. Make the same with the inner part. Gently, very gently, cut away the insulation. Only the insulation, not the copper. By the way, I'm sure there are thousands of other videos from other people showing exactly the same. So don't take my video as your only reference. I'm sure there are other people who are getting better results. Now I'm going to repeat this with this other side, and I think I'm going to go directly to this tool. You want to be very gentle. Don't cut the copper, only the plastic. I have to buy better tools. There are so many things I always thinking about to buy. I can't remember everything I need when I'm at the shop. So probably I should do myself a list. Like a shopping list. Like if you go to buy food, you also make a list. While I wait for the soldering iron to get hot, I'm going to prepare the heat shrink for this. You have to think about the heat shrink before you start soldering. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. I have this package with many heat shrinks of many sizes. I'm going to use 2 of them. One for the exterior and one for the interior. I think this one should fit. I'm going to cut 2 pieces like this. Usually you only need 1, but I'm going to do 2 and put 1 at each side. One on this side and one on this other side. Also think about the larger one. You can use red or black for the inner one, but for the outer one, better use black. Otherwise, it's going to look strange. Use the same color as the wire is. This one is black, so use black. If you have a white one, you should go and look for a white one. I'm shorting this to make the heat shrink fit inside. Push it through as far away as you want. And this one also a little bit more, so it doesn't get heated while I'm soldering. Also this one. Because if it gets heated while you're soldering, it will shrink, and it will shrink at the wrong place, and it's a pain. Push it a little bit farther away. My soldering iron is already hot. I'm going to test with just a little bit of solder. Straighten the wires. Put just a little bit here on one side. Just a little bit here on the other side. A little bit more. I put one next to the other and heat them both at the same time. Wait until they cool down. I should practice a little bit more. It's a bit how you're doing. While I was soldering this, and I explained to push the heat shrink far away so it doesn't shrink while you're soldering, this is exactly what happened. This side of here shrinked. Now I can't move it anymore. A little bit, but not enough. Luckily, I've put 2 of them because I expected this to happen. Otherwise, you can use a larger heat shrink or expose more part of the inner side of the cable. This is just enough to cover the soldered part. You should use a heat gun to shrink this, but I'm going to use a lighter. If you use colored heat shrink, the lighter will make dark parts. If it's black, it doesn't make a huge difference. Just a little bit, so it shrinks. Done. Now I have to make the exterior, like the inner part. Put it together. Twist it just a little bit, so it holds together. Not too much. If you have clean hands, better, so you don't put much grease on the wire. This time I hold the soldering iron a little bit longer. This was one side. Twist a little bit so it doesn't look like a brush. Heat the metal and add the little bits of solder. And this is the tricky part, so it's already getting hot at the sides, but luckily it gets cool again also very quickly. And now solder them together and let it cool down. I hope I used a large enough piece of heat shrink here, otherwise it won't cover it and it will be wasted time. I waited a little bit so this cooled down. The heat shrink doesn't start to shrink while I'm pulling it over. This would be also a pain. It's very tight. I should have used a larger one, but now I'm going to try. Sometimes while you're soldering you leave some sharp edges. They make it a little bit more difficult to put the heat shrink over. Definitely this wasn't the right size. Come on. It's very tight. Now with my fingers I can feel where the insulation from the cable ends. The heat shrink is covering the same amount of distance at each side. Now again with the lighter. Don't hold it too long or it will start making bubbles and smoke and degrade it, just to make it shrink. While it's still hot, it's very soft, but this heat shrink will harden a little bit when it cools down. If you don't know it, you won't even notice that it has been fixed. Okay, that's it. That's how I fixed this laptop charger.